You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for August 25th through September 5th. We've got EJ covering and Alex scheming. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. On Monday, August 25th, we've got EJ trying to throw Chad off about his suspicions about Kristen's courthouse confession. And Chad just thinks it's off, but EJ reminds him, look, Kristen burst in there and said she shot me, so why would you question it? Like, why would she do that if she weren't guilty? Plus, Kat tells Rafe some new info, and I wonder if Kat's going to tell him that Marlena is on a leave of absence from University Hospital, which puts Kat out of work right now, which is problematic because her being up at the hospital allows her to keep an eye on what EJ's doing, what he's got his minion Rita doing, but this may turn out to be an opportunity for the investigation, actually. Plus, Marlena comforts a crushed Rachel. Obviously, she is devastated to find out that her mom, Kristen, has been arrested for shooting EJ. Rachel already has this traumatic amnesia about the shooting, and the stress of thinking that Kristen did it is not going to sit well with her. I do wonder if at some point Rachel's memories are going to come back. Marlena vowed to watch out for Rachel and take care of her, and I do wonder if she is going to somehow try and suppress those memories to further protect Rachel. Leo gets the cold shoulder again from Gwen when they run into each other, and Brady confronts Kristen at her jail cell, and I don't doubt that Brady would believe Kristen would take a shot at EJ. He knows how upset she was about her mom, Rachel Blake, going missing. But I think what Brady will be upset about is, if you shot EJ, why would you put our daughter Rachel through the trauma of going on the stand? Tuesday, August 26th on Days of Our Lives, we have Philip getting a warning from Belle, and I wonder if she's going to tell him that Steve is investigating Titan. Philip and Belle have some very interesting interactions this week. Paulina and Abe discuss the new job he landed, so I wonder if Steve has gotten Abe to come out of law enforcement retirement and do a little work at Black Patch, since Steve has so many cases in the cooker right now. Ari's pushing her mom, Gaby, for answers, and I wonder if it's about her antics with Xander or her dinner with Philip. There's going to be more antics this week that Gaby is engaged in. Xander and Stephanie talk PR plans for Titan. She has been convinced that she should come work for Xander and Philip and Alex and all them over at Titan, even though she's working with their rival EJ over at University Hospital. But since Titan and the hospital are not business rivals, I think she has decided that she's not violating any ethics to do so. Alex and Jada share an awkward moment. I wonder if she's going to run into Alex in a sheet or a towel or a toga or something running around the apartment, because he and Stephanie can't seem to keep their hands off each other. Maybe he's inspiring her for that sequel. Wednesday, August 27th, we've got Tate and Holly running into Sophia. They're surprised. Looks like Sophia might have a job working at the Brady pub, which we know she only wanted that job application so that she can creep on Tate, but Holly is onto her, and the girls are going to be catfighting before the end of the week. Plus, Brady turns to Steve. He's got suspicions about Sophia and the adoption, and he thinks it just didn't go down the way that Sophia is saying. There's the weird thing with the gender change from him to her to him, and then Sarah's bizarre reaction to all of that. So Brady's going to bring this to Steve, who's going to do some digging online. And, you know, whether or not he can get into adoption records is one thing. Maybe he can find out if there even is an adoption record, and or if Sophia ever was in a hospital in Chicago. Kayla has a suggestion for Stephanie. I wonder if she's going to tell her to drop working for EJ at the hospital and focus on Titan, because she would like Stephanie away from EJ. Alex has an apology for Sarah, and I wonder if he's just upset at the terrible positions she's put in Alex Alex was part of covering up that lie that has Xander so upset. Thursday, August 28th, we have Xander getting some advice from Alex, and I wonder if he is going to give him some advice on how to win and woo Sarah so they can reconcile, or it may just be about business. Belle and Philip do some bonding, and she's got the day off of work, so they go play hooky together. That's the same day that Gaby decides to take something into her own hands, and that may be seducing Philip or pretending to seduce Philip, maybe. So she may pounce on him after his day off playing around with Belle, because this week Philip wakes up in bed with Gaby. However, our leaker suspects they didn't really do the deed, and maybe Philip is being set up by Gaby so she can play him off against Xander. Meanwhile, Sarah is venting to Marlena. It may be about Xander. It may be about the Sophia adoption stuff. It may be about Kristen using Rachel, because Sarah's going to be very upset that Rachel was subjected to horrible Kristen, who supposedly shot EJ. Of course, Marlena knows better. Chanel and Johnny make time for romance, but somebody gets in the way. On Friday, August 29th, Kayla is dropping a hint to Steve, and I wonder if it's about Sophia's baby, because she can look and see in those records as well what the gender of that kid was. Brady gets some disturbing news. Could be about the adoption, could be about Rachel and EJ's shooting. Gwen gives Leo a piece of her mind. He's going to keep hearing from her as long as she's in town. Kat goes to EJ looking for a job, and of course she's still undercover for the ISA looking into EJ's finances, so maybe he hires her. Chad might give her a good reference, and this is a great opportunity for Kat and Rafe. Holly blasts Sophia and wants her to stay away from her boyfriend, Tate. The week of September 1st through the 5th, we've got Brady and Tate finding more about what is going on with Sophia. Marlena's Queen of the Night dreams may intensify because Susan Banks tells her that whatever is going on with Marlena has gotten worse. And I do wonder if Susan's going to have any insight if she touches Rachel. Will she figure out she was the shooter? Sophia may be insanely jealous of Holly again, and she's going to do something bad, taking some naughty pics of Holly. Maybe she's going to post them online. Chad is wondering what Kat is up to about her supposed ex, and I do think her working for the ISA is not on Chad's bingo card at all. Gwen and EJ may hook up as partners and possibly lovers as things continue, and they are both town pariahs. Julie buys the bookstore, and I wonder if Stephanie's book is going to be front and center in town square for everybody to see. And Stephanie's ex may be headed to town soon. Looks like Jeremy Horton may be on the scene, and we're on the countdown to the Dr. Tom Horton Free Clinic launch in Salem.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.